Welcome back to the Arsenal podcast. My name is Abu Kals, and today we're diving straight into Mikel Arteta's latest press conference ahead of Arsenal's trip to Wolves, where he had a lot to talk about transfers. There's also a lot to cover, really, from injury updates to the January transfer window plans, and then we know that Mikel Arteta's thoughts on Wolves under their new manager Victor Pereira is also something that we're gonna be getting into straight right about here at the Arsenal podcast. So we unpack everything you definitely need to know before this crucial match. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's start with the latest updates on the squad. It will be noted that Mikel Arteta confirmed that William Saliba and Miles Lewis-Skelly are close to returning, but their involvement against Wolves is uncertain. He did not rule them out, but he said it's uncertain. So Ben White is still unavailable as he hasn't yet trained with the team. Unfortunately, Arsenal remain without two key football players in Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Jesus. Well, as we know that Bukayo Saka is recovering from a surgery and won't return until March, while Gabriel Jesus is sidelined. And this is going to be a long time that Arsenal is going to play without him, because he's got an ACL injury that could possibly take him out maybe the rest of the season. So these absences leave a very big and a significant gap in Arsenal's attacking options, and Mikel Arteta was very clear about the impact, saying that we lack goals. We lack goals, people, and options in front of the line are also scarce. So it's quite tough. It's a tough situation, and the squad will need to step up to maintain the momentum during this critical part of the season. And those were the words of Mikel Arteta, ladies and gentlemen. And we know that with the January transfer window in full swing, Mikel Arteta addressed the possibility of signing very good football players, but he acknowledged their urgency, saying that that if we can get the right football players, that's what we are actively looking at. But we need someone that makes us better and makes an impact on the team. And those were the words of Mikel Arteta. So two names frequently linked to Arsenal are Matthias Cunha of Wolverhampton Wanderers, and also then Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig. We know that while Mikel Arteta did not confirm specific targets, he made it quite clear that the club is working hard to identify the right signings. Ladies and gentlemen, you know that when asked if there is a chance Arsenal might not sign a forward this window, Mikel Arteta admitted that that's an option. It doesn't depend on just Arsenal or Mikel Arteta or our will. It depends on the market and many other factors. So, ladies and gentlemen, we know that this shows how complex the January transfer market can be, especially when it comes to finding football players who can hit the ground running and hit it hard. So, ladies and gentlemen, we know that Arsenal are clearly prioritizing quality over quantity in their recruitment approach. You know, something that is needs to be looked into. Now, let's turn our attention to Saturday's match, and we know that this is a match against Wolves, and Mikel Arteta spoke about the challenge of facing Victor Pereira's side, describing them as a really well-coached team, and which is one of the things that a manager really can explain, can give to another manager. So he explained how Wolves have adapted under their new manager, Victor Pereira, saying that the structure and the organization are different, you know, and there are certain very clear principles of what he wants and what he wants to achieve within and without the ball. That is something that he talked about in this match preview. So we know that Malinox is never an easy place to visit, and Wolves have been very solid defensively this season. And we know that Mikel Arteta acknowledged the difficulty of the task ahead of this game, but he also emphasized how much Arsenal have grown since their opening day. And the opening game against Wolves was definitely one to look into. So he said, "We are a much." These were his words. He said, "We are a much better side now than we were at the start of the season, ladies and gentlemen." Those were his words. So football players like Leandro Trossard and Gabriel Martinelli will need to step up in the absence of the one and only Bukayo Saka, the Arsenal golden boy, while the midfield trio of Martin Odegaard, Declan Rice and Kai Havertz will be key to controlling the game. So a win is essential if Arsenal want to keep pace with the Football Club Liverpool at the Premier League at the Premier League table. Liverpool is on top. Then Arsenal has to do a few things right, ladies and gentlemen. So let me know what you think about this January transfer window. Do you really think that Arsenal is doing enough to sign football players? Do you think, or is still lacking? Can get into the comment section. And the fact that the key names of Benjamin Sesko and Matthias Cunha have been mentioned. Let me know what you think. You can let me know what you definitely think about these two football players. Do you think Arsenal should go for Matthias Cunha, or he should go for Benjamin Sesko? Those are two wonderful football players that have been linked to Arsenal in the January transfer window, and there is a big possibility that Arsenal could still go on and sign one of them. He might not be able to sign two of them, but maybe one of them. Although Mikel Arteta says it might be a bit of a complex situation, but he did not rule out not signing them. So that's where it becomes even more interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Let's really hope everything goes on quite well. And I'll give my prediction. My prediction will be a 3-1 win for the Football Club Arsenal. And Wolves, if the football player Matthias Cunha plays, I think is going to score against Arsenal, and that is the one goal I've given to Wolverhampton Wanderers, ladies and gentlemen. So what are your thoughts on Mikel Arteta's comments? Do you really think that Arsenal can bring in a striker this general transfer window? Or will they rely on their current squad to handle the pressure? And how do you feel about their chances against Wolves this weekend? Let me know in the comment section. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, you can humbly consider giving this video a thumbs up. I'll say a like. So the Arsenal podcast is definitely where you get everything you need. Make sure you subscribe, ring that notification bell. Don't forget to do any of that. So that you cannot miss out on any updates that I'll bring to you. And I must say thanks for listening, and I will definitely catch you in the next video. This is Abu Karls on the Arsenal podcast right about here, and I'll see you straight in the next video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you and goodbye for now.